I hope I'm focused. If I'm not, I'm sorry.
And can you make it last forever? I said I'm about to go to war.
What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Rihanna Cachet. Today's video I'm going to be doing how I survived my first semester in college. So today I'm going to be sharing with you some advice, some tips, and some of my favorite apps from my phone that helped me get through my first semester. Now, I'm a little off-center because I do want to insert my phone somewhere on here so you guys can see my screen when I screen record, so you know what I'm looking at. But also, if you see me looking familiar in another video, I think I'm going to vlog today, not sure. You know, I got to push out more content. I got to be more consistent, so I need to record more. But I'm going to be quick about this because I do have to take my niece to the doctor's, so let's do this. So, tip number one of surviving your first semester in college is, I know this might be weird, but water. So because, you know, with everything going on, I took online classes, and frequently I was either at my desk, and let's be real here, sometimes in my bed, because sometimes you just don't feel like it. And I don't know, drinking water just helped me stay focused and gave me something to do while I'm in class, so I can just like sit there. Also, it's good to stay hydrated, so that's one of my tips. Tip number two is routine. Now, I feel like when you have a routine, you're more likely to go to class, you're more likely to focus, get grades. When you fall out of routine, everything just feels like it's out of whack. Like, for example, part of my routine is waking up in the morning, and I like to wake up like a few hours before my class starts to give me time to unwind, to read a book in the morning, read a couple chapters of a book rather, to have a good nutritious breakfast, and really just get myself woken up before I start classes for the next couple hours. So routine is very essential. Next, I just mentioned it in my routine, waking up early. I think personally, when you wake up early, it just gives you so much more time in your day to do things, and you just get things done so much quicker, so that once you're done with school, you pretty much have the entire day to yourself to do whatever you want to do. Waking up for me early, I mean early is like 5 to 7 a.m. but honestly I woke up between 7 to 8 a.m. for the most part, and that still gave me enough time to finish assignments that I didn't finish or start other assignments for the week, and also just to unwind if you want to use that time in the morning to unwind, because my classes didn't start this year. My earliest classes was 10 a.m. on Wednesday, but other than that, all my classes started at like 11 or 12, so I had a lot of time, even waking up at 8 a.m., which is late to some people. Next, your syllabus. This is another tip. A lot of people just think, you know, your syllabus or syllabi or whatever, they're just irrelevant, they're just there to be there. No. You really need to pay attention to what is on your syllabus, because 9 times out of 10, that is where your assignments will be. Some teachers will literally not even tell you when your assignments are, because you should have read the syllabus and know that it's coming. So you should have been preparing and studying for it, or whatever the case may be. So as soon as you get your syllabuses or syllabi, highlight them, go through them, literally look through everything. I read everything on all of my syllabus, every single word, to make sure I wasn't missing a beat. I knew what was going on. I knew how much my whatever assignments was worth. I knew how much my grade would be calculated, how that works. I knew how to contact my teachers. I knew their, what is that called? Office hours, yeah. So your syllabus is really important, so definitely pay attention to it. Another tip is please, 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 please do not procrastinate. I promise it will be the death of you. Me and procrastination, we like this. We like old friends. I can really easily procrastinate because I will literally just start to do other things that has no correlation to school, clean my room, go to sleep, watch a movie, get on YouTube. But, you know, the longer you procrastinate, the more you put something off. It's like getting closer and closer to that due date, that deadline. You might get lucky a couple times, but 9 times out of 10, you got to study. You have to plan ahead of time. And I think I want to do a video one day on how I plan and use my time productively and stuff like that. Even though I am like one of the biggest procrastinators, I am pretty good when it comes to planning things out. So yeah, just know, don't do it. You're gonna hurt yourself if you procrastinate. Getting on your professor's good side. Now, I'm not telling you to be a kiss up, teacher's pet. No, I'm just saying be polite, you know. Don't be one of those people who always has their camera off, or who never answers questions in class, who's rude, who sleeps in class, stuff like that. You know, for the most part, it's just good to get on professors' good sides, because in the future they can write you recommendations for scholarships or jobs, and they can also like refer you and things like that. So it's just good to have those faculty or whatever in your pocket, in your corner. My next tip is very important. You need to have a life outside of school. Now, I know academics is very important. I personally have always been one who focuses very hard on academics, because I feel like getting your degree and getting good grades is going to get you scholarships, and scholarships are going to get you to college, and when you get to college you get a good job and all the other stuff. But also, it's important so that you have an outside life, so that you don't burn yourself out. Personally, for me, having an outside life is like hanging out with your friends, going out to dinner, talking, even FaceTiming them every once in a blue moon, going out by yourself if you want to, going out to dinner with your family, playing board games, watching movies, just having an outside life outside of school, a social life, something to keep you entertained, something to get your mind off of academics for a little while, is really going to help you in the long run not to burn out, not to feel overwhelmed or stressed and have breakdowns. So that's really what helped me, because I used to have a ton of breakdowns because of academics. Definitely try that out, having an outside life, if you don't already. Another tip or benefit of your first semester, I guess, is your student discount. Now, a lot of people don't know about student discounts when it comes to being a college student, but they're out there. One of the apps I like to use is Unidays, which I'm going to get into when I get into the app portion of this video. Hello, this is Brianna from the future, realizing I never recorded the Unidays section in the apps portion of this video. So I'm going to do that now. So let me turn on the screen recording, and I'll see you guys when I see you guys. So here's how the Unidays app looks, and it has all types of different things in here. Like, for example, if I click this Audible one, $4.95 a month, which is cheaper than the usual price of Audible. Prime student, no cost for 6 months. American Eagle, 20% off. This is just like my hearted stores up here that I frequently shop with, so I just always have access to them. But you can always look up other stores if you want to. They have a ton of things in here: fashion, food, drink, beauty, whatever. So for example, yeah, they're really popping with all the discounts, and it's good for people who shop a lot, because you definitely need discounts, especially as a college student. College is expensive, so yeah, definitely check this app out. I love it. But anytime you go to a lot of stores, 9 times out of 10 they'll offer you a student discount. You just have to have your ID readily available, and if you don't have that, have some form of verification that you are a college student, and you can get like 10, maybe 20% off. Sometimes you get other discounts like buy one get one, or different prices. It's great. So definitely check out student discounts if you haven't already, because I know I've been using it to go shopping, especially this Christmas season, so keep that in mind. And last but not least that I wanted to add on my tips and advice section is, I know everybody isn't religious, but you have to have some kind of foundation for you to rely and fall back onto. For me, prayer has been incredibly helpful during the stressful finals portion of school. School in general is already stressful, but finals week is different, kind of stressful. So I've definitely been staying prayed up, being more into my religion or whatever. But if that's not for you, you can always rely and lean back onto family or friends. Just have some type of foundation that you can just, in your times of need, think about and go to, you know? But now it's time to get into the other portion of this video. I feel like the lighting is so bad in this video because I don't have any like studio light on or anything. I didn't feel like setting everything up. I'm sorry, I'm a little lazy, but it's okay. Anyway, moving on. Now let's get into the app portion. I'm gonna start screen recording on my phone so you guys can see what I'm seeing. So let's get right into it. Ooh, before we get into it though, I totally forgot to add another tip, advice, whatever. Personally, like I said, having a life outside of school, you should also like try to find some literature outside of your academics. Me, I like to get books from the library. because my library isn't like completely open yet, but you can still put things on hold and pick them up. So I like to get stuff from the library to just read, to get my head out of the psychology textbook or whatever textbook I'm reading, as well as having a laptop with a fast processor is going to be essential, because you're going to end up downloading a lot of things to your laptop. You're going to be on it 9 times out of 10, even like once this whole, you know, pandemic blows over. A lot of times college students work on their computers, so you're going to need a laptop that's pretty good for you, that runs pretty fast. So now, without further ado, we're going to get right into the why is my camera focusing on my butt and not me. We're going to get into the app portion. So let me start screen recording.